You're reaching a very important stage, my gorgeous Aries, my beautiful, my ever so precious, my powerful Aries. You are about to reach a very important stage of your life, very important stage of your spiritual journey. And this is going to happen in quite a few different ways, but in particular, the 27th of October 2019, it is going to be like a really massive turning point that you're actually going to have. And the turning point that you're going to have, it's going to happen in such a wonderful, in a strange, in a really bizarre way, which is going to kind of highlight the certain accomplishment that you have done. But this is going to be so strong, it is going to be so specific, and it is going to be so significant when it comes to your particular spiritual journey, because it is going to bring you like a proper balance. And what this balance is going to do, it's going to highlight the whole new option in your life, which is going to become the certain opportunity which is about to take over. This particular opportunity is about to take over, and it's a lot to do with what you're doing, and it's a lot to do with with your skills, with what you do, with what you like doing, what you were focusing on. But it's about the certain option which is just going to kind of surprise you in a certain way, because you're going to find yourself in such a little bit strange situation. You're going to be oh, I can't believe I feel connected to this situation. I can't believe that I want to do this. And this is nothing unusual. This is such an important moment in time when you are going to make a very significant decision. And it all boils down to one thing, my gorgeous Erinis. It all boils down to one thing. It's all about you making a very significant option, very significant decision. And that decision is just going to be something that is going to have probably one of the biggest impacts on your life. And especially in the last 7 years, or within the last 7 years, this moment in time is just going to be absolutely remarkable, because most certainly it is going to, your life will go on the whole new dimension. But it's just going to be so significant because something just literally out of the blue, it's going to be presented to you. And the way it's going to happen, you're going to be kind of part of the slightly different dimension. And this is nothing unusual, because we are having October, and October is very strong when it comes to the different dimensions, because of course on the 31st of October we've got a Halloween. Some call it a Samhain, but this day is in particular very strong because the veil in between this world and the spirit world is at its thinnest, which is on another hand very important time for us to receive all sorts of informations, all sorts of messages from the relatives that have passed away, or from the people that have known us that have passed away, that are just basically looking forward so much for this particular time in order to come through, and in order to kind of direct us, and in order to give us this divine guidance. This is exactly what is going to happen. It's going to be an edit that you're going to have, which is going to bring you the divine guidance. And the way this divine guidance is going to happen is just going to bring you an opportunity which is just going to completely surprise you. But it is going to be really good, and it is going to be very significant, and it is going to help you to emerge in a completely different way. And you will know that this is going to be something that is just going to become the important part of your spiritual journey when it comes to the new beginning, because at the same time there is a vision, there is a very, very strong vision that you are also going to have. And this strong vision that you are also going to have, the second important accomplishment when it comes, not accomplishment, but the second important stage is going to be, of course, on the 31st of October 2019, when something is also again going to be absolutely confirmed to you. There is a second stage that you are going to have now on the 31st, which is going to be confirmed to you like there is no tomorrow. And an unusual thing is going to happen. The 31st of October, it's going to be an unusual day, and it's going to reflect reflect on you in such a way where, of course, you're going to feel like a little bit strange, a little bit bizarre, a little bit unusual, but this is nothing, this is nothing strange. This is purely because, you know, your subconscious mind is going to be very much so connected to, you know, to your spirit guides, to your spiritual journey, to the universe. So this is nothing unusual when we feel like a little bit bizarre. But on another hand, it is going to be very important moment in time, because it is going to be the new start, new beginning, and most certainly absolutely remarkable when it comes to the new stage in your life. This is again nothing unusual, because from September until December 2019, you see these last few months, you know, of the year are very significant when it comes to our own personal unfoldment. But it always comes with an element of surprise. It always comes with an element of surprise, because that particular energy raises certain vibration, and that particular vibration just inspires us in so many different ways. And sometimes we can't quite understand, we can't quite work out, but we just have that feeling, that need, that just to keep going, just do it. And this happens when you have like a very particular and very specific like angel guidance. And this is exactly what is going to happen through an angel guidance. On the 31st of October, you will have a confirmation that your life is about to change, and it's going to be so strong, it's going to be so powerful. And that particular vision that you're going to have, it's going to happen while you're maybe sitting down, while you're maybe even talking to someone, while you're maybe meditating, while you're maybe when you wake up the very first thing in the morning, or maybe if you fell asleep for a few minutes, and then you're just like kind of, you're still very much so connected to your spirits, to your spirit guides, to your angel guides. It all depends the way this is going to travel to you, but most certainly it is going to be absolutely remarkable, life-changing confirmation that you're actually going to have, and it's going to be connected to the certain vision, and it's also going to be connected to the certain option. Absolutely remarkable and very, very powerful moment in time. This is going to be, my gorgeous Aries, because after this moment in time, quite a lot it's actually going to change indeed, and you are going to like it. You're going to start enjoying yourself. You're going to start having this particular energy, this particular vibration of optimism, which is going to make you feel so good, very vibrant indeed. But it's all about a new motivation, and it's all about new inspiration that is just going to keep you going, and it's most certainly going to make you grow really far. And when it comes to your spiritual journey, you are going to come up with something. The bottom line is, my babies, that you are going to come up with some kind of idea. You're going to come up with some kind of realization, beautiful little spiritual seeds that you are going to plant within these few days. And that particular spiritual seed is going to have a very, very big turnaround. And the second stage that is going to be absolutely massive in July 2020. So there is something very important that you're going to start, very deep, very amazing, very emotional as well, because it's going to make you feel so good about your spiritual journey, about your accomplishment, about your success. But most certainly it's going to be something that is not even going to seem as huge, but you will see exactly how wonderful this is going to be, how important this is going to be, and how far your spiritual journey, your life, it's actually going to develop after this moment in time indeed. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Aries, and it's for October 2019. So it's for you, my gorgeous Aries, and it's for October 2019. What do I say? Where do I start? How do I tell you how exciting this is actually going to be? I do this reading, I connect to your situation, and I know that this is going to be the mind-blowing week that you're going to have. You are having the number 13, like number 14, number 14. You're having number 14, number 14 is going to be your number when it comes to the actual numerology. This is absolutely brilliant, and it's all about you being very smart. It's all about you being very clever when you needed to be clever. Karmically, very strong time, which is going to confirm something to you, but at the same time, it is going to be so important for you to kind of make a certain readjustment and make a certain adjustment, and most certainly the certain influence is going to become evident here in indeed, because it's just going to be so much to do with an adjustment and successful combination. But the bottom line is that there is going to be an omen that you're going to have, an omen that you're going to see. And once you see the omen, once you have this particular omen throughout this month, it can happen at absolutely any time. You will also have a little surprise when it comes to the certain power, when it comes to the certain accomplishment, because there is an element of confidence that you are going to have, and that element of confidence that you are going to have, it's going to be directly responsible for you doing something a little bit different, you doing something a little bit strange, you're doing something a little bit bizarre. Your approach to certain problem, to certain realization, to certain situation is going to be different, and this is going to be absolutely ridiculously important moment in time, because it's just going to be so strong and so powerful when it comes to your own destiny. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, because it is going to be an unexpected situation which is going to arise, which is on another hand going to make you realize something very important about your life. It is going to be an optimism that is going to come through, but then at the same time you will also see that there is a very big stage, very significant stage of your life. It's coming to an end, but it's a lot to do with a problem, like a certain negativity and certain problem is slowly coming to an end, and you're approaching the end of a problem, which is going to lead towards an unexpected event. And that in itself is going to be an important moment in time, because it is going to take your life on a whole new advanced level. This is when you're going to start feeling like a very, very optimistic, lots of energy you're going to have throughout this month, and you are going to find yourself like a really thinking about an adventures, and you will kind of feel mischievous throughout the month, you know, when it comes to the actual relationships and meeting people. This is all going to be very significant, but then somebody very important is going to return into your life. It's like somebody who you know for a very long time. It's also going to have a return, but it's not so much about their return. It's about what they're gonna tell you. They will tell you certain information, certain news, and that is just going to be so good, because it's going to help you a lot to make a necessary decision in order to make some kind of change to move on with your life. You're just going to need a little bit of like some kind of advice, I suppose, from somebody who really knows you really, really well, somebody who knows you in and out, and somebody who knows your situation, somebody who knows your energy is just going to come at the right time, which is going to help you to reflect on the certain stage, illuminate certain stage of your life, which is on another hand going to provide you with an amazing option, because you will have a control over situation, strange courage and power, and also most certainly swift activity and change and progress is going to start happening and unfolding after this moment in time. There is also a big wish, you know, something that you wanted to unfold and something that you wanted to happen for a long time, but you knew that it's just all about waiting, it's all about achieving the certain stage and the certain level, the certain security when it comes to your security of power, which is going to happen this month. It's amazing because financially this is also going to be a great turnaround, absolutely brilliant, but it comes with an element of new, it comes with an element of surprise, it comes with an element of the whole new direction, because the new door are going to open, which means that basically, if you are looking for a job, if you would like to get a new job, like when it comes to career and things like that, keep going, because the sacred moment in time, it's going to happen where you're going to kind of find yourself being part of something where you wouldn't find yourself normally to be part of. And this is the key. This is the spiritual realization, which is just going to raise the actual energy. It's going to raise the actual vibrancy, which is going to make you react and think and feel in a different way. And this in itself is going to be the key. Absolutely fantastic, absolutely remarkable, and you are going to really start living again. I'm not saying that you didn't live again, but I'm just saying that there's just so much optimism and so much excitement is going to come through, which is going to raise your energy, which is just going to reflect on every single part of your life. There is a certain journey that you are going to have, and that journey also is going to mark a very important time of your life, because when you go on that journey, there is an idea that you will have, and that idea is going to be literally sacred, some kind of of idea you will get through some kind of a situation, some kind of realization, and this idea you wouldn't normally have. And this is all part of this month. This is all part of this powerful vibration, this powerful realization, which is just going to help you to illuminate your particular situation. It is all about the transformation, but it's all about a very important completion that you are going to have. This is the month of changes. There are few things going to change. This is what number 14 is. There are few things that are going to change this month, but most certainly an omen that you are going to have, an omen that you will see. It's going to be like a little bird, and the bird that you are going to have is just basically going to be something very significant with the way bird like the colors, especially in particular colors, and what the bird is doing and what the bird made you feel like when you saw this bird. Something is going to be quite very significant, very important, but at the same time quite unusual and strange. At the same time, you're going to need to get hold of this particular vibration, this particular energy, and you do this by connecting to every single source of the way of thinking. You know, what you were thinking at around the time, what you were thinking is something that's going to be confirmed to you, and this is going to be very, very genuine. This is going to be very sacred and very powerful moment in time, because it is just all going to be about a new option. It is just all going to shed a little bit light on that, but most certainly this is going to be very, very meaningful time for you, my gorgeous Aries, indeed. When it comes to the actual health, you see, it is just so important for you to drink as much as water you can throughout this month, indeed, because it's going to help you to flush out the toxins out of the body. Your tummy is going to be, stomach is also going to be like a little bit like a sensitive when it comes to your digestion and when it comes to your digestion and bloatedness. So please try to get like organic wheatgrass from New Zealand. I would highly suggest you to take this every single morning in 1 glass of water. You take a teaspoon, you mix it up and drink it, and that is going to help you so much if you have this every single morning on an empty stomach. And also followed by your liver and kidneys are going to be a little bit sensitive areas throughout this month, so it would be quite nice if you could work on them a little bit by trying to filtering them out a little bit with a little bit of goodness. So if you could try to make sure that you have lots of organic berries, of organic goji berries, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, all sorts of organic berries. If you could have every single morning, make your own smoothie. So first organic wheatgrass, and then wait like about 10 minutes, and then have like organic smoothies that you make with all these berries. And this is going to be wonderful and very significant and very specific when it comes to the health of your kidneys and liver. Indeed, it's going to work like a really nice and wonderful filter, and in general it's going to make you feel so much better. This is something that I highly suggest you to do when it comes to your health. On another hand, you know, when it comes to those of you suffering from long ailments that you didn't see any improvements, now this is a great month of healing where you will be able to see improvements. So that's always, I suppose, a good news, of course. Okay, so now going on the very first date that it's going to be quite significant for you, my gorgeous Aries. It's actually going to be on the 2nd of October. 2nd of October. Do you know why it's going to be so important? Because there is an opportunity. There is some kind of like an option that you are going to have. It's the certain request. The request that you will have, you will find it a little bit challenging. And just remember, Sashita, you will find something really challenging because it's going to have an element of unknown. Just remember to be very smart, and by being very smart you will be very brave. Being brave is the key. Being brave is the answer. The 2nd of October, the bottom line is be brave, be brave, be brave. Whatever situation you come across, just remember that you can go above it. You can go above it. You can raise above that, and you can do so well. And that's exactly what you're going to do, because you're going to be very brave, and you're going to realize some kind of capacity through this that you have as well, and that is going to surprise you, and it's going to make you grow in so many different ways when it comes to you, when it comes to your wiseness, when it comes to your capacity, when it comes to your bravery, when it comes to your confidence, when it comes to your power. So you're going to make a very, very wise decision by the end of this day, and I like it because it's going to help you so much to reflect in so many different ways. I highly suggest you to get like something like a peridot. Look at this peridot necklace. It's absolutely beautiful. This is gorgeous peridot necklace, and it's something that I highly recommend you to have and to wear throughout of October and November. And it's going to help you a lot, because you will be part of the really important process, where you're going to need to make a really quite significant decisions. But most of the time you will be finding yourself in the waters you haven't been before. So that's where you're going to be kind of like looking where to swim, which direction to swim towards. And that's where it gets really interesting, because this is where life takes you to the certain places and areas that you wouldn't expect. And this is when normally the spiritual key is waiting for it, and the beautiful spiritual door are about to open. That in itself requires from you to like kind of be very balanced and to make lots of decisions when it comes to finances, career, and things like that. And peridot is absolutely brilliant when it comes to making decisions, when it comes to career, finances, and things like that. But it's also at the same time wonderful. It's very good for protection, and it also attracts money, finances, and things like that. I highly suggest you to get a peridot necklace, and you can buy this on my channel. You can buy this, like the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. So I highly suggest you to get one of these, because it's going to help you alongside your journey. Okay, so the second important date, my gorgeous Aries, is actually going to be on the 15th of October. The 15th of October, you will kind of like find yourself in a situation where you're gonna kind of like be really by yourself when it comes to like making a significant option, going towards the certain option. You see, it's like so many decisions, so many options that are going to surprise you, but it's going to be down on you. You need to remember that your actual intuition is going to be super sharp. So you do not need to kind of go, you don't need to kind of like be too confused or something like that. Just trust your first thought, trust your first feeling, trust your first instinct, you know, because it's not going to lead you astray, because something very important is going to happen on this day, and you are going to make a very significant option. There's a certain option that you're going to go for, and that in itself it's going to have a direct impact on your strength. It's going to give you control over a situation. It's going to give a certain courage, and it's also going to immediately re-energize you with a certain inspiration, determination, and action. You're going to feel like, oh, I want to do a bit of an action, and it's to do with the confidence, and it's all coming from the fact that you are going to have a great accomplishment. And that in itself, it's also going to make you realize, oh, thank God, a swift activity and sudden progress of movement and change with the stale stage of your life, but especially when it comes to some kind of when it comes to somebody making certain decisions, certain judgment for you. But most certainly this is going to lead towards your financial situation changing. The 15th of October, it's going to bring you the realization situation that your financial situation is going to start changing here for the better. And that's so good, because it's also kind of prolonged. Something has been prolonged, and something was very slow, and the things didn't change and things didn't happen. So this is the wonderful feeling and the energy about of October, because of October is going to get things going and make them happen, especially when it comes to you, my gorgeous Aries, indeed. Okay, the third important date, it's also going to be like the 26th of October. The 26th of October, you see, you're just going to like kind of realize something not really good about somebody. You will want to kind of move away from the certain situation, from the certain person, and that's somebody not very good, that's somebody not very honest. So I need to tell you that basically this person has got a very strong energy, and it's very low, and it's not really the nicest. I highly suggest you to get something like a black tourmaline to protect yourself, because this month is very strong, and it's very powerful, and it's very significant when it comes to the actual connection with the spirit guides, with our guardian angels. We are very much so open, like psychics. This is also going to be probably the most psychic month that you're actually going to have. Your vibration is going to be very strong. You will also be able to heal people and heal yourself so much easier, okay? And this is why you will be open more, and you will be kind of exposed to all sorts of like a spiritual energy that you wouldn't normally be exposed to. It doesn't have to be necessarily bad, but it can affect you and it can be draining. And that's why I highly suggest you to get something like a black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is probably the most powerful crystal when it comes to protection against all sorts of negative energy, intentional or non-intentional. It's going to help you with your vibration, with your balance, and it's going to protect protect you at the same time. If you would like to buy this beautiful black tourmaline, the link is in the description below, and by buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, okay? Because this person on 26, you know, a bit of a yin-yang situation. This person is somebody that is just, it's going to show their face and you're not going to like it, and you will need to take a time away from that person. But then on another hand, it's not something that you're going to be completely surprised about. And also yin-yang moment is here. It's going to be quite good, because if that didn't happen, that wouldn't kind of make you to move away from the certain situation, from a little like energy vampires, or from the people that are draining your energy. With another word, sometimes we can come across these people, we can be around these people, and if they're draining our energy, we should just really move on with our lives and just go somewhere else, because this can become like just very heavy. It can make us feel really tired, and it can affect us, you know, like later on. It depends how long this goes. So this is the yin-yang situation. You're gonna make a decision to move on from the certain situation, from the certain group of people, from the certain person, and that is going to be quite good for you, because it's going to be a significant moment in time, because this is all part of all these changes. And then at the same time, this is going to help you to kind of express yourself in a certain way, and also the certain skill of yours, it's going to become very evident. Something new is at the same time going to come through forward, that you're going to start feeling very much so connected to, that is just going to start to inspire you, because it's going to be the beginning of an unfoldment when it comes to the certain stage of your spiritual journey. And it wouldn't happen if this situation if this didn't happen in the first place. And that, believe me or not, it's so good actually. Do you know why? Because you will not even realize, but it's going to actually become a very good moment in time, because it is all going to be about your security and power and finances. This situation is going to make sure that you've got something very luxurious in the future, that you're going to achieve a very important stage in life to actually start going towards something luxurious. And also one step closer you will be towards you doing something very big and something huge, buying something really big, something that you wanted to buy in a really long time. So that's why I'm saying that this is going to be quite good actually, okay? But this is only going to be the beginning. On another hand, the 26th of October, it's also going to bring you the resolution of the problem, something that was really bothering you for a while, you know, something that was on your mind in particular. This is very emotional, this is very personal, and this is very private, and this is something that you don't like to talk about as much to other people. It's only like really the real people in your life, like real friends or people who you know, like real relationships and things like that. A resolution of a problem, there is a very, very important conclusion going to happen here, and that in itself is just going to bring you wonderful, wonderful healing energy, because it's just going to be so satisfactory, and it's just something to do with the stage of your life, with the period that you were so worried what the outcome is going to be. And this was very strong specifically in the last 3 months, very, very strong. So now this is going to be satisfactory result. It's going to come out much better. You were worrying, but this is going to come out so much better. It's going to be optimistic, and also it is actually going to have a wonderful influence and impact on you, because it's going to actually bring you wonderful, wonderful and beautiful, beautiful inspiration, which is on another hand going to become the brand new beginning, because it's just going to give us something to really look forward to, and a little bit of vavoomish excitement, okay? So now, my gorgeous Aries, going on the very first part of October 2019. Now, the very first part of October, I really like it, and I get so excited because I know how much this is going to mean to you when it comes to your personal success, when it comes to all those things that you wanted to achieve, all those things that you wanted to do. But the balance is coming back. So the rewards, there are certain rewards that you're going to be able to do to yourself. The work-life balance, there's the new balance going to come through, which is just going to awake you, reawake you, and just make sure that you also enjoy your life, and make sure that you also like kind of you're having the right balance when it comes to the life enjoyment. I think that you must have been working really hard, you've been focusing, and sometimes it does happen that we work, that we do things, but we just kind of realize, oh my god, it's been a few years, you've just been working and you haven't been kind of rewarding yourself. So this is all about this beautiful realization of rewarding yourself, enjoying your life, and just basically every time you reward yourself, you even work harder, or you even, achieve even more. This is going to be an important moment in time, because October is just when everything is going to start changing right from the beginning, because purely you will have this option, this opportunity from the beginning, with this energy, with this wonderful sharp energy, to emerge in a completely different way, which is just going to refresh your energy, refresh your power, refresh your vibration, which is just going to, as I said, help you to emerge in a completely different dimension, through the completely different dimension, which is all going to lead towards the new beginning. But it's that vision that is going to be at the back of your mind, that is going to keep you going. It's about the unfoldment, which is going to happen right from the beginning of this month, and it's all about the actual completion and instinct. This is something that you wanted to do for such a long time, and you were preparing your life for absolute years in order to get to this particular point. I don't understand, I don't even know how to explain how important this moment in time it actually is. It's gonna start with a whole new inspiration and potential about yourself, and it's the moment in time when you had a frustration because there wasn't change, and now it's going to be really wonderful, swift change. And that in itself, it's also going to help you to realize that there is a big change that you're gonna do when it comes to your home, when it comes to immediate environment. But this is all about your success and accomplishment. You're gonna feel so proud of yourself, and it's gonna mean to you so much that other people are gonna feel really proud of yourself. And there is a certain communication breakdown that you had with somebody from your home or immediate environment, and you need to fix it, because it's just like it happened like in a really silly way, and you need to kind of like make a necessary adjustment, because I know that this is going to mean so much to you, and there is a certain creativity also that is going to kind of keep you going, and at the time when you're mostly like kind of committed to the task at hand at the beginning of October, something is going to happen, some kind of news is going to come through, some kind of realization you're going to have, and this is going to be mind-blowing. It's going to come directly from an authoritative person that you're going to hear this, and the big wish is going to come through, big wish is going to come forward, something that you wanted to happen in a long time, but it requires from you to be you, it requires from you to enjoy yourself and be free. You're never going to succeed in life if you're not yourself. I'm not saying that you're not yourself, but this, you will see exactly what I mean, because by you being free, you are going to bring an amazing stage, the beginning of an important stage of something very significant is going to happen here. Very important relationship, ridiculously important relationship, my lord, it's going to take place here. And that relationship is going to help you in so many different ways, when it comes to your success, when it comes to your money, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your emotions. It's just a part of the big picture, and it's going to make you feel so good. And it's also going to help you with parts of lives where you had like repressed emotions. They're not going to be repressed anymore, and this is most certainly very good, because it means the spiritually you are moving on to the very important moment in time. By the time we get to the second part of October 2019, you are going to have a very important moment, like when it comes to the actual, those of you that are in relationship, this is going to be a strong moment in time, because some kind of agreement is going to happen, and this agreement is going to be very important, and it's also going to require a team of people to kind of be let know, or some kind of energy from the team of people. It's also going to be very important here. Also, on another hand, mid October, it's also going to be significant when it comes to like working with people, working in a group, and also some kind of problem is going to be resolved as well here, but it's to do with you, and it's to do with like a group of people. It could be either at work, it could be your friends, or it could be like a family members, it depends, but it's going to be really good, and it's going to bring you really beautiful and proper balance and harmony at the same time, and it's going to make a certain accomplishment very strong and very solid indeed, because it's all going to lead towards a prosperity, financial security, very, very beautiful and strong, like a luxurious situation when it comes to your actual future. But you will note that at the same time there is going to be a little bit of a baby heartbreaking situation here, which means that that heartbreaking situation is just going to be the certain obstacle that you're not going to have to cross, something that you're going to need to do, the way that you're going to need to react in order to kind of come up with a problem, to come up with a certain solution to the certain problem. Just remember, my babies, remember, follow your own bliss, follow your own intuition, follow what you want to do, follow what you feel like doing. Don't listen to other people, and don't listen to other people what you should be doing, which direction you should go. And you know, this life is really short. We did this life on this earth, you know, we live many times. We keep on returning, whether you believe this or not, this is true. We keep on returning until our spiritual journey is like mature enough, or it's like being successful enough in order to evolve in a completely different universe, in a completely different way. But our spirits are meant to keep going, you know, our spirits are meant to come across problems and things like that, and that's how our spirits are actually growing. So this is going to be an important moment in time for you to just listen to yourself, and your intuition is going to be absolutely mind-blowing here. And at the same time, that is going to help you with a certain obstacle, and at the same time, indecisive situation is going to become the greatest awakening, because this is going to come through you, through your spirit. This is going to come through guardian angels. This is going to come through your angels. This is going to come through your own like universe, which is just going to be so good. At the same time, it is going to test your stamina, and you're going to feel absolutely brilliant, fantastic. There's a very important realization that you're going to have, especially when it comes to the certain inspiration and potential. And on another hand, you know, when it comes to the like a negative part of your life, the worst, you will know it's over. It beautifully came to an end, and that in itself is going to be so good, because by the time we get to the last part of October, my gorgeous Aries, you're actually going to have some kind of inheritance money here. Ooh la la. Now, if you haven't got anybody to leave inheritance, or if you haven't got like a family, you are still going to hear about some kind of extra money that is just going to start traveling towards you. It's going to surprise you, but there are also other people that are going to be part of it as well. On another hand, you know what? The last part of October is probably going to be the most significant, the most life-changing for you, because this is when the new hope is going to come through. But the new hope with the prospect, this is just going to be huge. This is part of the massive picture. You will start something at the end of October which is about to change your life. It's about to change your dimension. It's about to change your direction. Not completely, but there is an option that you will have here, and that option is purely going to come through that particular obstacle that you've crossed. You see, if you didn't cross that obstacle mid-October, you wouldn't have this option, and that is going to be a very important moment in time, because it is just going to be at a certain option that you're going to start doing, that it's going to become like it's actually going to become an integral part of what you're doing right now, and it's going to bring you an amazing new option, new beginning when it comes to the actual new start and bright prospect. Oh my God, this is so important. This bright prospect is going to be so good. Just be very careful, because there is going to be somebody naughty trying to control something, and somebody's going to bring a little bit of like a negative energy, which means that you're going to be part of the important conversation, important process, important journey. But just remember not to get scared, not to get intimidated. You're going to be so strong, so powerful. You are going to be on top of the world. Just don't get intimidated or anything like that, because your energy is going to be very deep, you see. So you don't want to go down the wrong direction and make yourself like a feeling completely like an opposite, you see. What you do is just like you just basically trust yourself. You just basically use your spiritual key. In order to use your spiritual key, all you need to do is just need to start doing what you need to do, what you want to do. Start talking to whoever is making you feel uncomfortable, because at the same time you will be tested, and at the same time you're going to make a really important decision, and you're going to like it what it happens, and that is going to make you realize that there is a very important financial opportunity about to unfold, and that financial opportunity is going to be so good, because it's just going to make you feel really ecstatic. It's going going to bring you the breath of fresh air, and it's also going to bring so much of a beautiful and enhanced and advanced energy that is just going to reflect on you and your life, and it's just going to bring you so much happiness. Very important moment in time when a certain unfinished business it's going to come back. Something that you started some time ago, some while ago, it's also going to become the part of the picture. Certain unfinished business that it's now with this flip-flop situation, beautiful karmic situation, going to actually turn around in your favor, because now karmically this is an important moment in time of an unfoldment, and it started in September, and it is going to go very much so up until the end of December, like I said, and it's going to be absolutely remarkable and life changes, because you're going to be provided with not one but two choices that are about to change your life. Okay, you are about to rediscover quite a lot about yourself. I know it sounds weird, but this is true. And also about your relationships, about your love life. This is also going to be an important week when it comes to relationships, because there are certain people that you are going to meet throughout this month that is going to become an integral part of your future. Very, very, very important month when it comes to relationships. My gorgeous Aries, just go out there and meet as many people as you can. Be very open-minded, because few people are going to surprise you. Okay, few energies, few balance of energies are going to surprise you that are coming from few different peoples. But this is so important, because you are going to start feeling yourself being attached to the different people with a different energy. This is nothing unusual, because you're crossing over to the brand new dimension. By the time you get to the November, you will be part of the completely new dimension, and this is so important. And this is why this is so important when it comes to your own journey. But this is why you will kind of start feeling drawn towards the people that you wouldn't normally feel drawn towards to, because every single one of them is going to have something very special for you, something very particular, something very specific when it comes to your spiritual journey, your karma, and your success. My God, this month is going to be absolutely remarkable. Watch this space, my gorgeous Aries. Watch this space. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are in relationships. You see, those of you that are in relationship, there is a very, very important unfoldment going to happen. So success, brilliant. But it's also going to be like some kind of problem is coming to an end, maybe an end. Maybe you had like a little bit of disagreement with something, some kind of karma was still attached there. So now that is going to bounce back, and that is going to be resolved. And this is really important when it comes to karma to you both. But what else I was going to say, it is just an advancement that you are going to have. This is very insignificant, that you are going to have an advancement when it comes to your relationship. So whatever this is going to be, you will feel very lovey with each other. You will feel really good with each other. You will really like kind of like start realizing certain things in each other, what you want to do. You know, it's going to be absolutely great month, but this is purely because the vibration is going to be really important. But most certainly the certain departure and journey is going to be very significant, some kind of trip or journey you're going to make. And also you're going to deal with a certain problem, something that made you stress a little bit at some point in your life, and this is going to slowly come to an end. There is a certain decision that you are going to make, but it's going to be quite good, and it's going to be quite significant indeed. But most certainly it is an important moment in time. You see the Tower. This is very interesting that I got a Tower card back, especially because it is karmically, you need to see what you need to sort out. There is a certain problem, there is a certain issue that you're going to need to sort out. It's not something that is going to happen, something that happened before, something that you perhaps need to go over, and it's going to be absolutely fine. But most certainly it is going to be really great months when it comes to the actual couples. And also you are going to start something quite a little bit, you started something quite stressful not that long ago, some kind of process that took slightly longer, and now thank God finally that process is going to have a really nice unfoldment. So most certainly a new option that you are going to have, it's going to be absolutely brilliant. some kind of new stage, some kind of new period that gave you like quite stress, gave you a bit of a tower situation, made you feel a little bit uncomfortable. It was all caused by different energies, different people, different dimension, different stress around you. Most certainly this is going to be the time of reward. By the time you get to the end of this month, the end of October, it is a brilliant time of reward and really fantastic vavavumish option. It's going to become available to you and you will go for it. You will really go for it. You will know that it's going to be very big time for you coming, and this can only happen when your financial situation get to the certain stage. So your security and power is going to be super enhanced here, and that means that you're going to kind of make a very, very big and very important decision as a couple. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to basically connect to those of you that are single and ready to mingle. Do you know, you're going to have an absolutely great time, you see. But look at this. It's more about you being really busy. It's more about you like kind of like doing things, and it's more about like you kind of being surrounded by people and just kind of enjoying yourself. But what this means is that like basically there is still somebody in your life that you need to kind of like forget about. I'm not saying you need to kind of forget about, but there is a certain person that is just going to kind of become the part of your spiritual journey. Somebody is maybe going to try to return into your life, and I said no baby, no. Or maybe somebody is going to try to return into your life like an old lover, or maybe you will never have been with this person, for example, but you maybe somebody's the wrong person. So whoever was with the energy in your mind from before, whether you were with this person, whether you weren't with this person, you know, it's just like a base, and now that person suddenly become part of your mind. Maybe we'll see them somewhere. It is just like a kind of sign for you to kind of like let them go. It's just so important because you're very powerful when it comes to your subconscious mind. So you don't want to keep on holding like thinking about someone without even realizing. Sometimes you can fancy someone without even realizing, you know, and our subconscious mind is so strong and it's so powerful, and then you just lock all the doors around you, and by kind of realizing this, then you're going to kind of unlock the door straight away. I do see that somebody's going to come through and somebody's going to confirm something to you. It's like somebody who knows you really well is going to have a certain confirmation. They will say something, and then that is also going to be quite an important stage, some kind of step that you're going to go over after you hear this. It means that somebody who means to you so much, like a friend or a family member, is just going to confirm something to you, and that in itself is going to be an interesting moment in time. But when it comes to the actual like relationships, like going out and enjoying yourself, this is most certainly going to be an important month. Let me tell you something. I know this sounds very complex, but that you are going to meet quite a few people this month. Okay, all these people that you're going to meet, they're going to be very, very important. But there is one of them that is in particular that you're going to meet that is actually going to be connected to somebody else who's going to come through, somebody who's going to become the part of your journey. New lover who is going to come through. Stranger in the night. Okay, so there is someone very important, and you know what? When I say that you're going to meet quite a few important people, it's a lot to do with like people being very successful, very strong, very powerful, very interesting, very businessmanish, very like quirkish, you know, and in many different ways, like very strong, like this type of relevant energies. But there is someone in particular, very kind of powerful person that you will meet, and that powerful person that you will meet is going to have a direct connection with somebody else that is going to walk into your life. So that's why I'm saying how important this is. On another hand, you having a great time, you meeting people and flirting, that is going to be so good for you. It is going to be very good and vavavumish burst of confidence that you're going to have. It's going to make you feel like quite vavavumish, a little bit naughty, but it's actually quite good to be a little bit naughty. I know you're going to have a great time throughout of October, and I know that you are going to have so much fun, and you need fun, you deserve fun. You are going to discover something very specific, something very special about yourself. You know, it's going to be so good, it's going to be so brilliant, and it's most certainly going to be a life-changing time indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Aries, I love you to bits. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you lots of love, brightest blessings, healing, peace and love. Brightest blessings. Okay, my gorgeous Aries, I'm sending you lots of love, healing, brightest blessings, peace, all positive and healing energy. Love you all. Okay, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you, Aries. Bye bye.